Hi guys.
Hi guys.
So I am back with Pierre.
The special guest.
The special guest,
Yes.
finally.
It's my yearly appearance.
Yes, but we want to make it more often.
Yeah.
Right?
It's okay. Today we're gonna film a few years.
Exactly. And also something really cool is that we're planning to film more content together for our Sniff social media actually. Like some office content, fun things together. So if you guys don't follow Sniff on our social media, make sure that you do that, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Demi, she thinks I should show myself more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because Pierre, he knows a lot about perfume. Like he knows a lot about the industry, a lot about fragrance. So I feel like it's a missed opportunity not to make content together.
Then let's share.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about Pierre's most complimented fragrances. So I'm very excited because I don't think we ever did this video together. He wanted to touch on a few of his most complimented fragrances. It doesn't mean like thousands of compliments, I get dragged off of the street, this and that, but some compliments here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, and these are some of my all-time. So there's some like some fragrances that I'm wearing for a long time, some more recent ones. And I'd like to mention that I feel like I'm never getting compliments for my fragrance, except from Demi. So this list was kind of hard to come up with. So it was mostly compliments from her. And some of them have been complimented by other people. Exactly. So, yes.
Let's get into it?
Let's get into it.
Cool.
So I think we should start from the very beginning.
Okay.
And the one I want, it's probably the fragrance that got me the most compliments, for the simple reason that it's also, I think, the fragrance that I wore the most in my life. Layton. Layton, it's been my signature scent for like so many years. Yeah. And
I'll show the bottle.
so Layton has been my signature scent for so many years, like since it's been released until like recently. I was wearing like maybe like more than half of the time I was wearing Layton until I met Demi. And then she helped me to broaden my horizon a bit more. And now I'm like, okay, I know Layton by heart. I'm gonna try to discover like other potential signature scents. So I try to become to bring more variety. Yeah, of course. And I'm wearing Layton a bit less now because I'm trying to discover new things. Yeah. But it's still for me like the fragrance that got me the most compliments in my life, I would say. Yeah. I remember I used to wear it when I was a student, and you know, we had like the class like almost at the same hour in the morning. Yeah. And some people, I was living in Paris back then, and some people, they would get inside the subway in Paris, and they would be like, they could smell me, and at the end, we would get out of the train at our like train station, like at the stop, and they would be like, oh, you're here, I could smell you from your fragrance. Oh, nice. Yeah. So they knew that it was you from this fragrance. Yeah, exactly. For sure. Because back then, this was like 2017. It was not that popular back then. It was not popular, and even this DNA is so like unique. New. Yeah, it was so unique back then that even still today, I think it was really very distinct. So yeah, so people could distinctively like smell me in the subway. Exactly. So, and this is amongst like 50, hundreds of people, you know. Yeah. So when I met Pierre, he had like Layton, Pegasus, Herod, and like Creed Aventus, and like a few other fragrances, and that's it. And then now that we're together, I had like maybe about 30, but I was wearing those four mostly. In Paris, yeah. So I feel like, Pierre, you don't really wear this fragrance now. No, it's like I said, not because I don't like it anymore. I still think it's incredible. Yeah. But because I'm trying to expand, try new things. Of course, me too. I wore it too much. Yeah. But still, like I think forever it will be one of your most complimented. Yeah, and the one that the fragrance that you remember as a child. Of course, yeah. So it means not a child, but that marked your youth. Yeah. And definitely later on. This is it. Yeah. Cool. So similar vibe. I mean, not in terms of smell, but in terms of like versatility. Yeah. Versatility. Also same color. So I don't know if the marketing is working on me or I don't know. But Bleu Chanel, kind of the same. For me, it's really a perfume that you can wear all year round, and it's something that I'm wearing since more recently than Layton. Yeah, because I bought it. I was like, wear it. You have to wear it. You have to have the Bleu Chanel in your collection. So maybe like 3-4 years ago. And actually I wore it this morning. So it's pretty fun that it's so good. But it's really, for me, it's like the perfect, simple, fresh, masculine fragrance that for me any man should have in their collection.
And so every time Pierre wears this, I always compliment him. Every single time he wears Bleu Chanel. Every single time.
You mostly, but I feel like I got some compliments from other people.
For sure.
Just again because the scent is so pleasant.
Yeah.
It's so simple yet like good.
People like it, it's catchy,
it's super
smell
like
masculine and clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Bleu Chanel, if you haven't tried it yet.
And do you prefer the Eau de Parfum or the Parfum? I think me Eau de Parfum.
Me the Eau de Parfum also, which is this one. I honestly like I don't remember exactly the difference between all three. Yeah. The Parfum also and Eau Toilette, the original.
Toilette,
But from what I remember, my favorite is the Eau de Parfum. Now, is it because it's the one I'm wearing since you got that one? I don't know, but I really love the Eau de Parfum. And the performance is decent. Very
good for a freshie. It's great.
So, yeah, definitely
recommend.
So that was the Blue Beast.
The Blue Beast.
Let's say. Actually, that's the nickname of Interlude.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorite fragrance, but it's still amazing. But let's stay in the color tone, and then we're done with the blue. Vinegia 21 from the Merchant of Venice. Vinegia 21, I don't remember how we discovered it.
So I'm pretty sure I was sent this bottle from a retailer or something, and we both just smelled it for the first time and we're like blown away by this fragrance. In terms of that creamy saffron vanillic tonka fragrance, we were like, whoa, this is the best. I will let Pierre tell the story, but he's literally made all of his friends buy this fragrance because whenever they come over to our house, they smell everything. And every single one of them, when they smell this, their eyes roll back in their head and they're like, bro, where do I buy this fragrance?
Yeah, thankfully we know the people, we got the perfume plug.
We got the perfume plug.
So
we know how to get the discounts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, like Demi saying, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't get that many compliments, but if all my friends ask me to buy one of my favorite fragrance, I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So I'll consider this as a compliment. So yeah, Vinegia 21, like Demi said, I don't think there's been many people that we showed it to.
Yeah, that didn't like it.
Like, wow, what is this?
Yeah, everyone.
I really love it. It's not something I wear all year round, like the first two. It's something that I would wear more for winter.
Yeah, winter, date night, night out sort of thing.
So in Dubai, I don't wear it very often, but definitely every time I wear it, it's like...
For sure.
And you feel like, I don't know, it brings you this confidence because you feel very attractive, sexy.
Yeah.
You're like loud, you know.
Definitely.
I think it's because of the, you know, it has like this like saffron, frankincense, oud, praline, vanilla kind of like
vibe.
It's kind of like this like spicy, vanillic.
Exactly.
Like, a bit gourmand, but not too much.
Exactly.
You know, that makes you like stand out and feel very confident.
Yes, for sure. And I wanted to say as well, I'm pretty sure you can find this fragrance on Max Aroma for very, very cheap. If we can find it for you guys, we'll leave it down below. But I'm pretty sure you can get it like really, really cheap. So we'll have a look and then link those down below if you guys are interested. There's no pressure to buy it, obviously, but it's really one of our favorites in that saffron, vanilla, tonka, Jordi Fernandez DNA.
That was going to be my next point. That was going to be my next point. I don't think it's very unique anymore.
No,
so
because there's a lot.
I'm not sure if this was the first of its kind.
No, I don't think so.
If it was inspired by something else and it's been reworked and stuff. But it's there's definitely a few fragrances in a similar direction.
Yeah.
Of like frankincense,
saffron, tonka. Yeah, exactly.
Like praline, tonka, vanilla. Like
there's so many. Like, there's so many. Yeah.
And oud. Because it does have oud, but not straight up.
No, it's not like an animalic. Yeah.
And I feel like it's part of this family of fragrances, which a lot of them are created by
Jordi Fernandez.
So it's probably like an accord that a lot of brands reach out to him to get something like that in their collection.
Exactly.
We do actually compare a few fragrances the other day with Demi that were in the same line, and we do have maybe like 5 or 6.
Yeah, and they're all like slightly different reiterations of each other. I think that's what you say.
One of them is more saffron.
Yeah, one of them is more sweet, one of them is more woody. Like, it's very interesting. Yeah. But yes.
The OG for us, it's Vinegia 21. And we share it, by the way. So
yeah.
It's mostly me.
Yeah.
We're done with the blue. Now, which one do you think I should mention? I'm going to talk with this one.
Okay.
I'm
so happy that Pierre is talking about this fragrance because I have spoken about this fragrance for men so much, but I feel like I need a man to tell you guys. Like, for all of you men, you need to listen to him. Yes.
I think I spoke about it on your channel.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna do like a dramatic like reveal. I'm not sure if you can see if it's
you
like...
can zoom it right in.
Yeah?
Look, it's...
So, Eau de Californie. Eau de Californie from Celine. I remember, you know, we went to the Celine shop in Paris.
Yeah, I remember too.
In Saint-Germain.
Uh-huh.
And we went to smell black tie and Parade.
Yeah.
Because those are, I guess, their best sellers, and that's the one we heard about. And we got to discover with an amazing vendor
he was
the
really
whole
good.
collection.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, I really fell in love with that one. But I remember
me too. It was me as well.
You were, but I remember until the end, we were like, let's pick 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I think we picked
Parade and maybe like Don Paris or something like that.
But I think we were hesitating until the last minute.
Yes.
This and black tie.
Yeah.
And at the register, we're like, actually no, let's change. Let's take that one.
Because we had other fragrances like black tie, and we didn't have anything like Eau de Californie because it's like a Palo Santo, weird, fresh, woody fragrance. So
Amyris.
Yeah.
So I don't like Amyris myself.
Sad about that.
I think, you know what, with age, maybe I'm starting to...
Because I would love him to wear Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum.
I love Dior Homme Eau de Toilette.
But it's not very irisy.
Yeah, and I'm starting to like Prada L'Homme.
And you complimented me yesterday when I wore Dior Homme Intense.
Ah, it was Dior Homme Intense?
Yeah, I wore that yesterday.
So, yeah, so I guess with age, your taste
change, evolves, yeah.
And anyways, this is probably maybe the fragrance that made me open my eyes to Iris. Oris.
Yeah, it's Oris root.
And long story short, we ended up picking the Eau de Californie from the Celine boutique and started to wear it once, twice. And I don't know how to tell it, but this fragrance makes me feel comfortable.
Yes.
Like, you know, like
it's so easy.
The first day we went to our office, remember, like a few months ago, we were like, okay, it's our first time like starting in our new office. We need something that's gonna be memorable. And me, I went to that one because it makes me feel like at peace. Yeah. And like, I feel like, you know...
confident,
it's got your back.
Easy, yeah, you know? It's reliable.
Exactly, it's reliable and it's not... I feel like at peace, I feel confident.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable when I'm wearing this. In terms of compliments, she compliments me every single time I wear it. She loves it. We used it a lot.
Both of us.
And it's really... definitely one of my favorite perfume of all time. Yeah. Now. And it's something that I will keep in my collection forever.
Yeah, for sure.
I
me
really
too.
love
me
this
too,
perfume.
actually.
We share it a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And whenever Pierre is like, pick my perfume today, I always reach for Eau de Californie and I take it downstairs. I'm like, here. He's like, perfect, and sprays it all over him. And this one as well, we got complimented. I remember 2 instances. One time I was wearing it around somebody in the perfume industry. It was Rawa. And she said I smelled good. And the other time he was wearing it and Tarek complimented you at his house. Yeah, yeah. So we got unsolicited compliments by people wearing Eau de Californie. It has something very familiar but very unique at the same time.
I think to talk quickly about the smell, I do think that all the Celine fragrances are kind of in the same line. Yeah. Like not all of them, but there's definitely like a guideline and like a DNA of the Celine fragrances. There's always something like
I think their signature might be Iris.
Yeah. Iris.
Yeah, I think their signature might be Iris.
It's sweet, like vanilla. Yeah. And then something like kind of like spiritual, like this Palo Santo, sage, like stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of the creations are in the same direction. That's why we hesitated. I think. And out of all of them, the one that really like stood out for us is Eau de Californie. So you should give it a try.
And we love Palo Santo as well.
Yes, especially you.
Yeah.
So I don't remember exactly what's inside, but I think we spoke about this one enough. But definitely a good compliment getter. Yeah. And for the people who know fragrance very well, this is very distinguished.
Yeah, very.
I want to talk about something. Okay. So, obviously, at the beginning I said the all-time most complimented. So I think it's hard to make a video without mentioning this guy. So Basso from Sospiro. You know, it's like it's a DNA that I really learned to love, and actually I feel like over time it became my favorite DNA.
I feel like this DNA is like your signature DNA. Yeah, it's something that you've worn since I met you now, and
which is going to
always come back.
My next choice. So Basso, exactly. We're talking about DNA. I mean like the fresh, woody, spicy. Yeah. So like a citrus opening, like bergamot, lemon, lime, something like that, with something like a bit like peppery, like pink peppercorn, black pepper or something, and like on a woody base. So this is becoming my favorite DNA. I think with age, like for me, like a mature man, that's like the most classy thing to wear on a daily basis. I mean, like in a suit, in a t-shirt, to go to the mall, to go to the restaurant during the day. It works in all situations,
seasons as well.
And I wore this one so much. I mean, I'm speaking about it on your channel since like
forever.
I think a lot of people trusted my
recommendation
and bought it. I get on Sniff a lot of DMs like, hey Pierre, I bought Basso.
Oh, nice, nice.
So I really love it still. Recently, you know, I try to say, because I feel like it's not a super unique DNA like the Terre d'Hermès.
Yeah, Dunhill Icon, Voyage d'Hermès.
Exactly.
Like those.
So I love all of those, and I tried some new things. I was wearing Isola Blue a lot.
Yeah.
Which I think I got more compliments from Basso.
More compliments.
Isola Blue for some reason it's a bit lighter. I feel.
It's a bit lighter.
I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
But I think I got more compliments from this.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking a lot. More recently, I'm like, I would love to find like a designer version of this, and Demi bought this perfume. Moustache. Now, it's not exactly the same. For me, it's more like spicy woody. This is more citrus.
This is much more citrus.
Cardamom and stuff. This is more like tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like it's really like almost the same.
Almost the same.
But I guess much cheaper because Rochas is a more affordable brand. I mean, I love the bottle.
Yeah,
like for me, it's the perfect mix of like vintage.
Yeah.
Still like
classy.
Still like relevant in our time.
Yeah.
The red tag and stuff, it's amazing. But this is something I've been wearing a lot recently.
Yeah, he loves it.
When I'm going to the office, same. I don't know what to wear. I just want to wear something safe. I'm wearing this one. So it's very like, for me, it's very spicy, peppery.
Yeah.
But there is something like kind of
ambery as well.
Refreshing to me.
Yeah.
And the performance is really decent. I think there's like woods.
Yeah.
What else?
I think vanilla, patchouli maybe as well.
Patchouli probably. Yeah. It smells quite vintage, but yet still, it's a classic.
Yeah.
For me. It's a classic.
And would you say that if the guys that are watching love tuxedo, but it's a bit too expensive, you would recommend them buying this?
It's the best alternative. So it's for the tuxedo fans. If you would like to try something different on a lower budget, this is perfect. And still, it's not like a cheapie, you know. Like
no, not at all.
The bottle is beautiful.
And Rochas is an iconic brand.
So. Rochas, iconic. So definitely, and compliment getter. But I wear it so often that it doesn't look like, by the way. I think the bottle is huge. But I feel like I wear it a lot.
Yeah, you do.
And every time you compliment me.
Every single time. So. I love this fragrance. I mean, you guys know Tuxedo is one of my favorite fragrances in the world. So I bought this fragrance because then I figured maybe Pierre could wear it all the time instead of going through Tuxedo. And he does wear it all the time. And every time he wears it, I compliment him because it smells very, very similar. There's a slight difference, but I absolutely adore this fragrance.
Something very different, I feel.
Like unique, or you mean different from what we spoke about?
Both.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I think so too, but I would say people say this is like a commercial DNA, which I agree, but they did it so well. Like so well.
Overall, we're talking about this. So it's
Amyris Homme.
Amyris Homme. I think it's important to mention which one, the Eau de Toilette.
Yeah.
So Amyris Homme Eau de Toilette, Demi got it, what, like 1 year ago? Something 1.5 years ago?
Around that time.
Around that time?
I bought it because it's one of my favorite fragrances on a man. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes I wear it myself as well. Like occasionally I will pull for this fragrance. But I so desperately wanted to smell this fragrance on Pierre after wanting this scent for years. So I finally bought it, and you can see by the bottle, Pierre wears this a lot. Yeah. And I love every single time he wears this fragrance. Yeah,
so I ended up wearing it a lot because I feel like it's still something like very approachable. Very. Like it's really like it's an amazing everyday perfume. I feel like if you don't want to have a big collection as a man, but you want to have like 4 or 5 staples, this could be like a part of it. Because it's very versatile, it's super nice for the office, to run errands. Yeah.
All seasons, all occasions, signature scent worthy, everything.
I think also the price of the Eau de Toilette from MFK is not crazy. So it's not too bad. I think it's approachable. I cannot tell you exactly.
No, I think it was under like 1,000 dirhams. So yeah.
But remember that it's a small bottle. It's 70 ml.
I think it was around 900 dirhams.
I think probably even less. Anyways, it's a great everyday perfume. The notes, I have no idea.
You have like mandarin, tonka, some citrus, amyris wood. So there's like a freshness, there's a little bit of that creaminess from the tonka, like an addictive quality, and then you have the woodiness, but it's very fresh. It has that beautiful kind of orangey mandarin vibe, but not in a bitter way. It feels really rounded. Yeah. I feel like it's like a niche. A little Homme and sort of things, yeah.
But niche.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't smell like commercial.
You know, that's some people's problem with the scent is that they're like, why would I buy that for this price when I can get that? Which I understand, but if you're somewhat interested in that DNA, try Amyris because I really think there is something special about it. And actually I have a follower, he made a video in response to one of my videos and said this is the fragrance he would wear on his wedding day.
Ah, really?
Which I think it's a perfect wedding day scent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Amyris, and once again, to come back to the theme, she compliments me every time I wear it. Also.
Every single time.
So it's really like you should give it a try.
Yeah.
It's an amazing perfume.
Definitely.
Now, completely different from anything we smelled before. This is not an everyday perfume for me.
No.
It's more of like a night out, seductive, sexy, loud and want to be noticed kind of perfume. It's from Nuit, Nomade and it's called Suma Oriental. I think it's fair to say that it's probably one of my favorites from Nuit, Nomade.
Yeah.
One that I probably wore the most as well. Yes. Doesn't look like I wore it so much, but I feel like
you need like 3 sprays of this one and then it's done.
I think it's the kind of fragrance you don't need like so many sprays.
Guys, this one is incredible, like incredible. Pierre, he took this on summer vacation. I think it was last year or the year before, I can't remember. But he was wearing this for like evenings in the summer and it was so incredible. The word that I would use to describe this scent in the summer nights is exotic. This is patchouli, it's boozy, it's creamy. It's just phenomenal.
That's the 3 keywords. Patchouli, boozy, creamy.
Yeah.
You don't need more to understand this scent.
Yeah. One of the best, honestly.
I love this like creamy, woody,
yeah, me too.
Boozy aspect. We have a few other like that, like the Panthéon 2022.
Yeah.
It's not the same because there is not less patchouli. 54. I really like this DNA.
This is my favorite.
This is the patchouli here is more prominent.
Yeah.
You need to like patchouli because it's really like
patchouli forward. Yeah, it's this very rich dark patchouli, maybe a touch vintage, so you do have to like a little bit of that really heavy duty like patchouli vibe, but it is absolutely
a touch of vintage. But for me the creaminess makes it modern.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Like the creaminess from the boozy creaminess, like it's really amazing. I think you should give it a try.
You should try the bottom. Yeah.
Yes, Suma Oriental.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been wearing it, like Demi said, like mostly at night. I think, I took it for summer.
Would you give a pro tip to everyone to wear this on a summer evening? Because I think it smells better on a summer evening. Like, it smells amazing when you're wearing it in Costco.
Okay. I worked in Dubai also.
Because you know, some people with this profile, they don't wear that type of thing in summer.
Oh, yeah?
And it's nice to wear those scents at night in summer.
Not in Dubai summer if you're outdoors.
I still do it.
For example, in the Mediterranean, when the summer nights are like not very hot and stuff, definitely. Because it's sexy, it's has this like boozy cocktaily kind of vibe, so it's fun. Very classic. For me, very like attractive.
Yeah, me too.
Like, for me, when you smell like this, you're attractive.
You're the coolest person in the room.
Yeah.
And everyone's looking at you.
Yeah. So I really like this brand in general, but this one is probably my.
You see this, by the way? It's Une Bali.
Ah, yeah. So good for us.
Good for us.
Yes. I have another one that I really love, and I feel like gets me a lot of compliments, not only from Demi this time. Like I feel like I got a compliment from a lot of people where I'm wearing this. It's called Robe de Myrrh by Dries van Noten. First of all, like the bottle. You can look at the bottle. Those colors, I mean the quality, the design, I don't know, it looks like it comes from like someone doing it in his garage, yet like it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know, I just love it. I'm really attracted by the bottle. Actually, that's probably one of the reasons why I went to try this one from the brand in the first place. And basically what you get, if you like balsamic fragrances, This is incredible. You have to try it. It's obviously Myrrh, some sort of resin. It has something a bit like sweet to it, but it's mostly about the resin. It's a very balsamic fragrance. Once again, like super attractive. I feel like it smells so refined. Like if you smell like this, I don't think many people around you would smell like that.
Not at all. Every single time he wears this, I'm like, what on earth are you wearing right now? It smells incredible. Like every single time. This one, it really leaves an enormous cloud around you and lasts on the skin for hours and hours and hours on end. And it has this really addictive, sweet, balsamic, resinous, ambery vibe. And it is just incredible.
Yeah. I just checked under, it says the note, it says Myrrh and smoked wood.
Yeah, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's very smoky myself.
I don't think
it's more like an ambery, spicy, sweet. Yeah. And like so beautiful. You really stand out. The projection is amazing. Yeah. That's every time he wears it, it's like projecting into the entire room, which is why I compliment him, because it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, the projection is huge.
And he likes to wear this one for like nights out, date night, if we're going somewhere in the evenings, never in like the daytime.
Rarely.
Very rarely.
Yeah, mostly at night. And to seduce you. No, it's really, you have to try it. It's really amazing. Like it stays on your clothes as well for so long.
So long.
On the skin for very long. Like really the performance is great. And it's an Eau de Parfum, just check. So.
Yeah, Dries van Noten don't need the extreme marketing.
Yeah.
They're good enough.
This one is something that I wore like maybe like 4 years ago. Yeah. Let's say.
Yeah.
For like 1 year. And then I stopped wearing it. I don't know why. Because our collection got bigger. I just wanted to discover more things.
I was very sad that you stopped wearing it.
You cannot do as well, you know. You used to wear it. And you know, sometimes I guess there's phases.
I know, but I love this fragrance on him, so I was really wanting him to wear this one more.
We're talking about Naxos from Xerjoff. So Naxos, it's like we always knew that it's an incredible fragrance. We wore it in the past, and then it's kind of like this fragrance that you love, but I mean, I don't think everyone is in the same situation as us.
No.
We have a lot of perfumes.
Yeah.
And we constantly try to explore more of our collection. Yeah, so unfortunately, like it was the case I said earlier with like Layton.
Yeah.
You cannot try to...
Of course, you cannot... If you're in this industry and you're trying to like, especially me, I'm trying to give my community like some new recommendations or what is a really great release from the year or whatever. Like you need to experiment by actually wearing the fragrances, so that's why... Oh, you never saw it? No. Yeah, there's a design on the back.
I never checked it.
So yeah, that's why...
There's a design on the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, since we're trying to explore the fragrance that we feel like we know very well, we're like, okay, let's pause on it for now.
Yeah.
Try to discover something else. And,
exactly.
And after years, you get back to it and...
You love it even more sometimes.
You love it even more, and it turns out actually that our fragrance has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Our bottle of Naxos, look at the juice, guys, how dark it is. Yeah. And I don't believe in the maceration, like you need to leave your perfumes with the cap off in a dark closet before wearing it. I don't believe this. It's purely like a trend on TikTok. That's not true. Brands do that before they launch a product. However, some raw materials like vanilla, honey, all of those sort of more heavy, rich raw materials, they do tend to kind of mature the more that you have it.
Ones, though.
Okay.
I think.
Maybe.
I don't think molecules.
No, true. Yeah, any sort of aroma chemical that is produced in a lab, is not going to change over time. But the natural ingredients, yes, they do change over time. And so I think that our juice has really done something.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
It changed quite a lot.
It changed a lot, and now it's like the best it's ever been.
The best it's ever been.
It's you know, before it used to be like a bit like more like honey-ish.
Yeah.
Honey-ish, gourmand, ambery and stuff. Now for me, I get like
almost a booziness.
Like almost a booziness, like chocolatey, coffeeness almost.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Kurkdjian Intoxicated.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know.
Vibes. Yeah.
It's became, for me, it's completely like the honey is almost gone.
Yeah.
It just gives like this like sweety, gourmand vibe to it.
Yeah.
kind of, but it's mostly like for me like chocolatey now.
Yeah.
But not in a gourmand straight up way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In like
really
an angel, amen, like
yes, exactly.
Kind of way.
Exactly, a tiramisu way.
I don't know. So I wore it. We made this discovery like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Demi wore it, and I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" I was like, "Are you wearing intoxicated, or something like that?" I think I said intoxicated, or I said like alien or something, or angel. And she was like, "No, I'm wearing Naxos," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So I decided to wear it last week. I went to watch the Champions League final with my friends. So if there is anyone Parisian watching, congrats! Nice. It was a pretty cool game. But I wore Naxos, and I had some of my friends complimenting me. So that's why I decided to include it in this video. And I really think that it's like a massive compliment getter.
Yeah.
And by the way, I checked the review on Sniff. It's incredible. So.
Yeah.
I think everyone agrees.
Yeah. Amazing fragrance. I love when he wears this. And yeah, Naxos is incredible, the fragrance.
Yeah. And the last one, it's called, I'm not going to do an intro for that one. I think we did it for all the previous ones. So it's called Buongiorno by Acqua di Parma.
One of our favorite brands.
Yes. So fun story actually about this one. About like 2-3 months ago, the brand, one of the agency that represents the brand in Dubai, they contacted us and they were like, "Oh guys, we love your videos on Sniff, and we want you guys to take Buongiorno and ask people in Dubai what they think about it." So like in our format, but about this one. So ask people's opinion about this one. And with Demi, we're like, wow, like
Acqua di Parma is our dream brand.
Dream me, like I'm like Arancia di Capri, it's one of my all-time favorites. So many from Acqua di Parma. As a citrus lover, it's really like a brand.
The brand that, yeah.
So
and if you like classic fragrances.
So when they contacted us, we're like, wow, like for sure, let's do it. And we got to discover Buongiorno, the fragrance into question, and it's like, it doesn't miss.
Doesn't miss.
Let's say.
Not at all.
It's a typical like citrus, but this one has something more. If you're familiar with the Acqua di Parma kind of like cologne style, for example, myself, my all-time favorite is Arancia di Capri, which is a much more like citrus, orangey fragrance. This one is very citrus in the opening, like lemon, bergamot and stuff, but it does have some sort of like
green minty.
Fresh greenness, yeah. So it has like basil, mint, something like that. So
if
it's like
if you guys like Torino 21 from Xerjoff, there's a big possibility that you will like this. They're not straight up copies of each other, not at all. But this is like that very minty basil fragrance with citruses.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like a lemon sorbet with basil leaves on top.
Yeah, that's a great description.
If you want to smell like that for summer, which is amazing, that's what you have to envision. The smell is like that.
And this is also currently Pierre's dad's favorite fragrance as well.
So we gave one bottle to my dad for his birthday last week.
Yeah.
And obviously he's like the first, he's the perfect target for customer for this kind of fragrance. He loves Acqua di Parma first, and he loves like really citrus, kind of like cologne type of fragrance. Yeah. So he loved it. And since we got it, because now the weather in Dubai is starting to become horrible. It's like 45 degrees Celsius. So it's about 120 Fahrenheit if you're American. So something like that. So it's becoming horrible, and that's mostly what I'm wearing. So I've been wearing this since last month, like every second day.
Look at the dent already.
And I love it. I think the projection is really decent.
Yeah. In the first couple of hours, absolutely.
Yeah. And I got a lot of compliments. First of all, from my dad. Part of the reason why we gifted it to him.
Yeah,
and Demi as well, she loves it on me. It's an amazing citrus.
Yeah.
I think I feel like, you know, this kind of DNA, like the citrus fragrance, if you check of everything we spoke about before, it's not easy to get compliments from like a straight up citrus.
Not really,
fresh fragrance.
For me, the only one is Vibrator that I get
compliments. I love Vibrator. So yeah, it's difficult to get a lot of compliments from a citrus fragrance. And I feel like I'm going to keep wearing this to see if I can get even more compliments. But I feel like it's a very easy reach.
Yes.
It's a loud citrus.
We both have like a lot of Acqua di Parma on our wish list that we will check off this year. Like there's quite a few, and also from the private collection from Acqua di Parma, the brand is just so beautiful and we both really, really love it. So let's see. What makes it into the collection next for the summer?
Perfect for summer, like the entire brand. It's like the Italian Atelier Cologne.
Yeah.
You know? Well, Atelier Cologne is more like the French Acqua di Parma.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and let us know what other videos you would like to see from Pierre and I.
Yes.
And yeah. And if you want to comment your most complimented perfume as well, that would be great.
Maybe some of them will be the same as me.
Yeah. Maybe Bleu for sure.
Naxos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.